That's ISO.
Rack it up, I got a bit of the bank to make me a safe house. Shake it up, she got her hands on her knees and she bringing that cake out. Smoke it up, I got some gas, some packs, I'm up in the greenhouse. Ball it up, I'm with the gang, we taking shots off the rebound. Fucking my post, say now, I've been humble too long, yeah. Tell them all to stay calm, yeah. Tell them all to move on, yeah. Fucking my post, say now, they be lost in the sauce, yeah. Took a loss, that's your loss, yeah. Had to get my point across, yeah. Heard them lasers talking out and we don't pay that no mind. Didn't need to watch and know that I'll be here in no time. Put a candle on it, had to tell them they could blow mine. Lights, camera, action, it shows.
I'm smoking that dope from Edmond. We the new meth in Redmond. We ain't real blood but we brethrens. Run up a check and it's pending. She talking my news, we'll send them. Fuck with the fam, you a dead man. Jesus peace on my pendant. And we still independent. ISO, yeah we trending. Watch what you say, don't offend them. They keeping it real, they commend them. People like get your wife pregnant, but I ain't trying to be dependent. I need money never ending. I'm talking 100%. I need
Wade, Enzo Vimontian. Boy, what a terrible start yesterday for Enzo. And Frederick Lemieux.
Aristides.
I'm going to let you do that one. Yes, thank you.
Theodoropoulos. And the Prime Power Team, Burrell Art there, then Samuel Santiago, Jose Martinez Villarreal, and Alexander Goulet as we go green down to turn number 1. We're underway here, and a good start for the outside lane. Oliver Weldon rolled the top side pretty well through the first corner. Well, where are we lined up? We got one around on the start. That is, hard to make out that one there. That was a 2:05 machine, so that was about mid-grid there. Chase Buscaglia and the Motorsport Paralyn getting turned on the start. Not a great start for Chase after a good top 10 result yesterday. Got another one off in 2. Yeah, another slow one there. That is the 2:64. I believe that's one of the Prime Power Team entries. No, that's the PSL Canadian driver, Carlos Sasso. So back up front.
A new winner. I mean, excuse me, a new leader as we come down
we
the
do.
front stretch.
Oliver Weldon, your leader here over Jorge Ortiz, and he'll throw a major block down the inside to hold on to that top position there as they go through turn number 2. So Oliver Weldon on the JC Karting Hot Wheels Lando Norris kart. Great start, but really feeling the heat. Ortiz right behind him. Here comes Stephen Miller there in third.
That's Anthony Martella there in that second position.
Oh, my bad. Ortiz in senior. I don't know what I'm thinking there. Hey, you're right. Anthony Martella. Ortiz is up already here. Apologies to Jorge. Used to calling him at the front. Your 2022 Junior Rock champion. Passing on some knowledge there to Martella. Unfortunately, though, he lost that second spot. It is Stephen Miller up the order there. Miller into second. Martella is back to third. Then fourth is Theo Salamao. Joseph Lonnie, great start in the Powerhouse Racing Pro Karting Tony Kart. He's up 4 spots into the 5th position. And up front, Oliver Weldon was able to fend off the charge from Martella for the moment. He's got Stephen Miller looking. Not going to get by, but moves him up the racetrack in turn 5, and he'll get clear with a bump and run. Nice move by Stephen Miller, and Oliver Weldon's going to lose a few more spots. There goes Martella. Here comes, I believe, Theo Salamao on the Orsolon Racing Tony Kart as well. Oliver Weldon first back to 4th as he got rooted out of the lead there in turn number 5.
Yeah, once that door opened, the other guys said, we're coming as well, and unfortunately for Oliver, had to kick him back all the way back into that 5th position. Now he'll have to regroup and try to make his way back up there to the top, but put Stephen Miller back out there in front. Keep an eye on him.
Yeah, Stephen Miller now able to, with that bump and run move that put Oliver into the marbles coming out of turn number 5 and then cost him a lot of time trying to fend it off, has given himself a little gap. So working lap number 4, Stephen Miller on his way to another potential heat win between the double duty he's doing, and there is a big gaggle behind the top 6. That is continuing to fight outside as well. Look at this move here into the inside. Heavy pressure there for the PSL Karting Burrell Art. Christian Cameron from RPG's Ernesto Rivera. He heard him coming there and quickly went to the bottom side to block for 6. So good heads-up move from Christian Cameron. He gets back to a car-length cushion now, and we'll go back to the normal line as they head for 5 here working lap number 5. So Christian Cameron just inside the top 6 after losing a couple spots for the second start in a row. On the flip side, Joseph Lonnie is up 5, again in that 4th position from 9th on the grid. Great run in the works for Joseph Lonnie, although he's lost that 4th spot. It looks like Oliver Weldon's gone back around him. So up front, it is Miller over Salamau, who's gone by Martella, then Weldon, then Lonnie, your top 5.
As we continue to kind of look back down the order here, we can see a couple of other folks on the run, and that is Enzo Vidmontian with his not so good day yesterday, on the move, up 9 positions right now in that 11th spot.
Yeah, Enzo Vidmontian here, big time turnaround here in heat number 2. He'll need to do the same thing in heat 3 just to get a half-decent starting spot in the pre-final here, and then again work forward more. Stephen Miller, let's see where the lap times compare across the line. Last time he was quicker, this time Salamau goes quicker as Weldon. Late move, contact, P3. He's going to move Martella up the racetrack. Martello side by side for 4th with Rivera. He'll lose that spot. Christian Cameron going to lose a position as well as heads up driving from Sebastian Garzon Orozco in the Ursuline Racing Tony kart to move himself up another position. He gets back into 7th, his starting spot, as we've got one on the wall over out of turn 2. It is one of the CRG entries. It is the 217 machine. That is Jose Martinez Villarreal in the Alessandro's Racing CRG. Had to start at the back of the grid, was up 6 spots to 18th. Unfortunately, his run will end there with a DNF, as Enzo Vidmontian has already climbed himself into the top 10. 10 spots gained for that Motorsport Parolin. What a great run. There he is here just behind that next pack. So Enzo Vidmontian on the charge, halfway in, halfway home. With 5 more laps, can Vidmontian crack the top 5? He could get close, I think, although the leaders are pretty far up the road. There's Miller on through, followed by Theo Salamau. Oliver Weldon hanging on for his spot here, and then there's this group coming through turns 9, 10, and 11, and 12. Or an 11 down the front straightaways. There's Weldon, you can see in 3rd. He's got Ernesto Rivera starting to bear down on him. Rivera that time by was 3/10 better than Weldon. It goes all the way back again to Enzo Vidmontian to the edge of your top 10. But Oliver Weldon here, only 2 car lengths safe to Ernesto Rivera, who is really on the charge today. A 6th place qualifying effort, kind of silent throughout the opening heat race here. But now in heat number 2, the Rollison Performance Group Cosmic driver from Mexico has figured it out, and he is charging towards a top 3 finish.
Interesting to see Theo right there in that 2nd position, the Brazilian driver in the Ursuline Racing team. Thought perhaps Theo might have been able to sneak up there to get onto the back bumper of Stephen Miller, but once again, the guys back behind Stephen have been racing one another, and that's allowed him to put out a gap now of about 9/10 of a second over the 2nd place driver. Still, Oliver Weldon hanging on to 3rd. Ernesto Rivera, Anthony Martella, Joseph Lonnie, Christian Cameron, Sebastian Garzon Ordrizo. Good to see Sebastian making his way up through the group. But again, Enzo Vidmontian up 10 spots right now, sits in that 10th spot.
Double sticks in the air, 2 laps to go. Stephen Miller the leader. Again, it is Salamau in 2nd, and here is the fight for 3rd. Oliver Weldon still has Rivera bearing down. That time by Ernesto Rivera, 2/10 better than Oliver Weldon. Here he goes.
To the inside.
Inside, nice move. Ernesto Rivera up 3 spots to 3rd now with a lap and a half to go, and he'll block the inside to 5 to hold on to it. And that will bring Anthony Martella back into the mix as the Speed Concepts Racing Red Speed driver lost quite a few spots in the early stages. He's finally finding his groove here with a lap to go, though he'll run out of time as the white flag waves for Miller here across the line.
All right, here comes their battle for 3rd spot. Right now it's Rivera with Weldon and Martella right there behind him. The 3 still trying to battle it out as they head for turns number 4 now. Up through 4. In the meantime, Stephen Miller should be heading for turn number 6.
Yeah, Miller with a big-time lead. The battle for 3rd rages on, but I think it should be about leveled out. Stephen Miller in the Chad Dawkin Racing Alonso kart is going to sweep the morning sessions in junior. Great run across the line. He wins heat 2. Bam! So Stephen Miller, your winner here. Theo Salamau in 2nd. Ernesto Rivera up to 3rd. Oliver Weldon settles for 4th. On the full back to 5th.